Welcome to my channel. I'm Athena. This is my channel, Stitching Girls Designs. This is a channel about cross stitch and Harry Potter. Welcome back, everybody. It's been 2 weeks. I'm back. 2 weeks in a day. It's been 2 weeks in a day. Had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and so recording Flosstube today. So I'm looking at the cross stitch that I have to show you here. I have one whip to show you guys. If you were here for the last episode, you watched the last episode, I pulled 10. I pulled 10 projects to work on and show you guys, and one got worked on. That's okay. One more than the previous week or the previous 6 months. That is completely fine. It's a work in progress. This is literally a whip. It's literally a whip. But this whole re-emergence, let's reboot the cross stitch, all the things, is a work in progress. So was it overzealous of me to pull 10 things to work on? Yeah, probably. Hindsight's 2020, right? So, but we live, we learn, and we recalibrate, and we keep going. So I still have those same 10 sitting next to me, and I will continue to have those 10 until I touch all 10 of them. Once I get through those 10, good Lord, I will then pull another 10, and we're going to keep going from there. I don't know if I'm going to work on one for 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm going to work on 10 for 2 weeks. We will see. The one project that did get worked on is the pumpkin pot from Hobby House. Cute little jack-o'-lanterns and a pumpkin pot and 2 little cats showing off their little booties. Okay. 663 stitches, y'all. 663. It doesn't, I don't know. Maybe it sounds like a lot. I don't know. But for me, that's just like, oh my god, I did 600 stitches. I did 600 plus stitches. That's just amazing. Here's where we are. Yay. I finished off the rest of this pot. I stitched in some pumpkins. I stitched in some more vines. Oh, they're little faces. I do still have to, yeah, they have like little stems. So I have to add those on. But yeah, here's where we are. And it just so happened that it was easier for me to mentally, it was having it like already here. The floss was already out. The pattern was here. Like it was all just here. And so I worked on it for one evening, and then, the next day I was like, okay, let's do some more stitching. Let's stitch. And I wanted to grab a new project, work on a different project, but in reality, my brain was like, this is just sitting here and it's easier and you already know where you're at and it's easier to just keep going on this one. So let's just keep going on this one. And so then I did. And then the next day and then the next, like, I couldn't, it was transitioning to a different project seemed like it was going to be too much work. So I just stayed working on this one. Which is fine because we got good progress on it. Does that mean I'm going to be a monogamous stitcher now and I'm going to just stay working on this forever? No, probably not. But it would be kind of fun to like continue working on something to a finish, and that might having a finish would, inspire me to keep going more. I would say that I know I've had this conversation before, but there's definitely process stitchers versus product stitchers. And I would say I'm definitely a product stitcher. I stitch because I want the finished piece, not because I feel like for process stitchers, they enjoy the process of stitching and they just want to be stitching. That's just what they want. And that's the goal. It doesn't, the end product does not matter. They just enjoy the stitching. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy the stitching too, but I'm definitely more oriented towards the finished project. Like that's what's driving me. I want to see that finish. I want to see it done. So I also have been knitting. I got a new, okay, Forbidden Fiber, cursor. When I first started knitting, okay, so first of all, I knit just what, the pattern is literally for a washcloth. I knit washcloths, and then my end goal is to someday have all of these washcloths, knit them together, and then have like a patchwork blanket, okay? So when I first started this, I was just doing it with cotton yarn from Michael's. And then at some point, I don't know if I bought some Forbidden Fiber yarn or somebody gifted me some. I don't know, but it's wool, I think, wool versus the cotton. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So I've like become addicted to it. Now, her mini skeins. I'm not over here making socks or sweaters or blankets or whatever. Okay, I'm not making big, huge projects. So I don't, and I'm only making one square with one color, and then that's it. I'm done with that color. So all of this to say is that her mini skeins are the perfect size, because I can stitch the entire square or knit the entire square, and then I typically have this amount left over. And yeah, I wound it. I winding them into little tiny balls, the leftovers, and then I have like a little vase over there that I'm putting all the little leftovers in, because that's not enough to do anything with, but it's a cute little decoration. So anyways, I fell in love with the mini skeins size, the wool, all the things. And then I had this resurgence of, I'm going to start knitting again. And I go to her website and she had no mini skeins available. I was like, where are the mini skeins? Where are they all at? And she's like, well, they're not really big sellers. I messaged her, of course. They're not really big sellers. They just kind of come, and you're going to have to just like get them as they're available. I was like, oh, okay. So I was beyond excited when I got an email saying that she was starting a new, what are we calling this? Color of the month? No, a year in color. A year in color is what she's doing. I think that you can join at any time. I don't think that it has to be, like you had to start in January, but I did start with January. She started, I believe this went on sale in December, so the first one was shipped in January. I just received it. I think the plan is to ship at the end of the month. Listen, I should probably get all of my details before I come on here and try to tell you guys things, but that's not what happened. So go to Forbidden Fiber, Forbidden Fiber Co. and look on her website to get all the details. Because that's going to be a lot better and clearer than what I'm giving you here. All of this to say, I have my January package. I got it, I believe, yesterday. And absolutely love the color. She's choosing a color palette for every month. And you get five mini skeins. And yeah, I'm going to love it. So I get my 5 a month. I can stitch my little squares. And perfect. Okay. Wow. That's a lot of words about that. So all of this... Now, spoiler alert, if you did order a year in color from Forbidden Fiber, and I believe the colors for, she is doing floss and yarn. So if you're not a knitter, don't panic. She is doing floss as well. She does cross-stitch patterns. She does cross-stitch, floss, fabric, all the things, as well as yarn. Go check her out. Okay, I'm not a paid advertiser here. It's a very good thing because I would be fired. If you ordered that and you have not yet received your package, here is your spoiler alert. Please look away, fast forward, whatever you need to do. here we go. Year in color for January. Here's the color palette. I don't know if it's a surprise. I do feel like maybe she posted that this was the inspiration, but she's kind of doing like a color palette mood board situation, which I love. That's gonna take me down a whole different squirrel. Okay, focus. Okay, here's the color palette. She's got a cute little blurb here about January, inspired by quiet winter mornings, soft overcast skies. January's color palette blends our color focus of the month, slate blue, with a warm gold, dusty mauve, deep navy. There's a lot more words. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. So here, and kind of how cute. One color is missing because I couldn't wait. I already have started with it. I'll show you that in a minute. The gold, ooh, she's pretty. All the blues. Now, to show you, like, the difference, yeah, you're getting a pretty good color there. This one is definitely more gray. This one is more of a slate. And this one is a very deep navy. And, ooh, I love that navy one. Love it. Clearly, you're going to know what my favorite was because I already started knitting a square with it. There she is. She's so pretty. I love it. I don't need both of those up there, but yeah, I did I think I've done like 5 or 6 rows, so not a whole lot. It's very pretty though. It's very, very pretty. So to have the whole color palette together, you can see that's the whole color palette together. I love it. Again, I didn't get the floss, so I'm not sure if the floss is coming in the same exact colors as the yarn, but I would almost guarantee it probably is. Okay, I needed to put the yarn away and get myself resituated. So, I talked to you guys last episode. I'm in the habit of saying last week. It wasn't last week, it was 2 weeks ago. I talked to you guys on the last episode about slime as one of my things that I am sitting here doing, preoccupying my time, and I didn't bring it to show you all. I did this time. So, Peachy Bees. I'm going with Peachy Bees. There's 2 B's in there, but that's how I'm saying it. Peachy Bees is the brand, and they come in, I don't know how many ounces these are. Let's see. Hold please. I want to say probably like 6, maybe 7 ounces. Yeah, I'm not seeing a size on here. What I did do was, these are super cute containers. Love it. However, I don't think that they are 100% like moisture sealing. It doesn't have like a thingy on the inside. I feel like most moisture sealing containers have like that little piece in there. I don't even know what it is. That will allow them, keep the moisture in so it doesn't get dried out. So I have been noticing that, yes, I'm taking them out and I'm playing with them, and so that allows them to dry out. But just sitting in the containers too, I feel like they're drying out in the containers slightly, and as they dry out, you have less and less because moisture makes up like a lot of the slime. So what I did is, through Amazon, I just got myself some moisture sealing containers. So whatever that thingy is, I don't even want to pop it out, but whatever that little thingy is that's in there, moisture sealing. So these 3, I literally just got this set. This is the what did we call these hearts? What do we call these hearts? The candy hearts for Valentine's Day that I can't think of the word. I can't remember. They have words on them. They're little candy hearts. That's all my brain is going to come up with. Here. There's one. Each one had like a large one in there, and then it will typically have some sort of, I don't know, confetti type stuff in it as well. So what my little OCD brain has enjoyed doing is picking all of the confetti out of the slime. All of it. So that's what I've done here already. I have this large one in here, but there's no confetti in there. I've picked all the confetti out. There's different types of slime. There's a whole gambit of different types of slime. This one is, I don't know if it says on here, cloud dough. This one is cloud dough. So it's very soft in texture, and yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, that one's very soft, not too slimy. This one is Bingsu, Bingsu. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Bingsu. And I think it's, Bingsu is the type of those beads. Those, they're not beads, but they're like little plastic curlies. And so you can hear ASMR, right? This one is like a crunchy type of a one, and it's very textury. Not my favorite, but I do like it. This one I think was just clear. I think this one is just called like a clear slime. As you can see, it's pretty much clear, but very stretchy. All the things. So, anyways, they make really good slime, and they do, I think, a drop every Friday on their own website, and sometimes stuff sells out, sometimes it doesn't. Just depends on how popular it is. But if you are excited to try new stuff, definitely check them out on Fridays. And I think they do a subscription box as well. I have not done that. I have not gone down that rabbit hole. Also not a paid advertiser for that either. Just found them and liked their slime, and yeah. I think they have some really fun ones. I got, I think it was the beginning of the year, but they have a lot where, my nose is itchy. Not a lot. They have a few where it's like you have a slime base, and then they give you like a clay thingy, a clay slime thingy to go with it. Like, I think there was a love potion one this last drop where you, I don't know what kind of base you got, but then you got a clay slime love potion thingy, and then you can mix them together, and you end up with a whole different texture of slime. Whatever. That was my whole slime for you. But playing with those has been fun, a way to exercise my hands and all the things. Keep my hands busy while just sitting here sometimes. So yeah. Okay, new shirts for you guys. New shirts. If they're not already on the website as you're viewing this, they are coming very soon. Very, very soon. We're gonna hope by tonight. By end of day Tuesday, they're gonna be on there. Okay, so, and if I say it on here, then it has to happen, right? Right. First one I have to show you. These are all brand new designs, never before seen. Here we go. Homebody. Are you a homebody? Do you just want to sit at home and stitch and do nothing and not leave your house? Yeah, me too. I'm a homebody. I'm not doing anything. So yeah, I absolutely love this one. It's simple and large, bold, I think, all the things. You've got a pin cushion, got a hoop, scissors, bobbin, needle in the middle there, and of course, just in the little house. That was super fun. Easy design. This one was apropos. Sleep deprived cross stitcher. Are you sleep deprived because of cross stitching, or are you just sleep deprived and so then you're cross stitching? I don't know. It could be either one. But 100%, I'm sleep deprived either way. So there you go. I've got quite a few of like, I stitch past my bedtime, midnight stitchers, Yeah, there's a few sleep related or lack thereof cross stitch shirts. But yeah, I like this one. Sleep deprived cross stitcher. Then you might be sleep deprived because your ADHD keeps you up all night long, and in which case, there you go. ADHD Stitching Club. He's so freaking cute. Story time. I don't like squirrels in real life. Come for me. I don't care. They're vermin. They are rats with bushy tails, and I hate them. I have been victim to squirrels numerous times. Getting in our attic, they eat the furniture on my deck. It is metal furniture, but they are eating the paint, or they're sharpening their little claws or their teeth on my furniture. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. It also could be that they just hate us back, and so they're seeking vengeance on us. I don't know. My husband isn't the nicest to them, because we've been victimized by squirrels too many times. He seeks them out. He's like a dog, like barking at him immediately, as soon as he sees him. So, anyways, but I realize very much so that squirrel is attached to ADHD. I think that came from the Up movie. I'm almost sure it came from the Up movie. I haven't watched that movie too much. That's the one with the balloons on the house. There's a talking dog. And that's not like one of the movies I've watched a whole bunch. I've watched a lot of Disney movies, but I believe the talking dog, my brain is locking it in place. The talking dog in that movie has ADHD. And so he's like, squirrel. Like in the middle of saying something, squirrel. So it has become synonymous with ADHD. So anyways, there you go. Kill a squirrel. ADHD Stitching Club. Nothing is done, but it's fun. We've got some X's, some hearts, stitching on a little, my crystal lighting is completely screwy. Stitching on a little hoop there. Yeah. Super cute. I will say, as I'm looking at him right there, his eyes kind of look, maybe this is a better design in black. I think I designed this in black, and then now I'm realizing as I'm kind of, his white eyes are kind of freaking me out a little bit. So maybe I'm going to advise you to get this design on a lighter shirt with black vinyl. Good Lord. I'm good at selling my shirts, I promise you guys. And we have one more. Last one. I don't know why I have so many forest green shirts, but I do. So, here's another forest green shirt. Out of my way. I'm going cross stitch shopping. This is going to be the perfect shirt if you are headed out to your cross stitch store. If you are headed to, what's the, there's an event. It's in St. Louis. I've gone to it numerous times. But there are multiple vendors, and it's in a motel. It's in a hotel. And I cannot, for the life of me, the Galleria? Is it? Like you're going to answer me. Is it Cross Stitch Galleria? For some reason, that's what my brain is saying, but I'm not 100%. Anyways, out of my way. I'm going cross stitch shopping. If you're heading on a shopping trip with your gals, perfect shirt. Perfect shirt. Love it. You've got a shopping bag, obviously, and then you've got cross stitch, needle, thread, all the things. So, cute. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Wow. This has kind of been all over the place, and I know I'm going to have to edit things because I kept having to, I'm going to have to splice it together again. hopefully this is going, the more I keep doing it, the better it's going to get. The less I'm going to have to splice and dice and all the things. I realized the last episode was spliced and diced together like crazy. But hopefully the more I keep going, the better this is going to get. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. One cross stitch project, some knitting, t-shirts, 4 new shirts I'm gonna have on the website today. Again, website is fully revamped, all the things. Ooh, something new that I added to the website, I believe since I talked to you guys last, is a whole new section on the website, is specifically geared towards decision fatigue. You're making a bajillion decisions in the day, and then somebody asks you, like, what do you want for dinner? And you're like, I don't know. I need you to make a decision. Will you want like fast food or like sit down food, or should we cook something? I don't know. And literally, I don't know equates to I don't want to choose. I do not want to choose. All this to say, if I can't choose what to eat, I certainly cannot choose what shirt I freaking want. And I very much know that sort of my brand on my website is to offer all of the options. Like, you have so many options, but that is so that you can fully customize your shirt to make it yours. You're not just buying like a stock shirt that everybody else is going to have. You can choose your shirt color, you can choose your vinyl color, you can choose fancy vinyl, you can choose regular vinyl. Like, the brand, the type of shirt, there's so many options. There's like 9 different styles of shirts, and within those styles there's like 30 or 40 shirt colors, and then you get down to the vinyl and you've got to choose between white or black or fancy, and then you click on fancy and you've got all these colors of vinyl, and it's just, to some, I'm sure, it can be overwhelming. And so to be able to have a section of my store that is pared down monthly, I'm going to introduce a section. I'm going to change up the designs every month. I'm going to change up maybe the colors, whatever. But I have five designs on the website right now that choose from those 5 designs. And then there's 5 colors for Bella canvas shirts, and there's 5 colors for Gildan shirts. I realize that still sounds like a lot of decisions, but I can't do the same color across the brands. I mean, I guess I could do gray and black, yes, but then you start getting into colors. They do not have the same color palettes between the brands. So 5 colors here, 5 colors there, and then you're going to tell me your size, and you're going to tell me black or white vinyl. That's it. So very much scaled down. There's no fancy vinyl options. There's not a ton of color options. There's no even style options. It's a soft style t-shirt. That's it. No, hoodies or sweaters or v-necks or whatever. You have one style option. You've got your colors, and that's about it. So, if you are having decision fatigue and you are looking at my website and you're just like, oh my God, there's so many shirts and there's so many options, I just don't know what to do. This section of the website hopefully is going to help with that. So, please go check that out. Hopefully you like it. I think I've had a few orders, so and I 100%, I themed the 5 designs around Valentine's Day for this month, and I might continue doing that like for next month. No, I don't know what I'm going to do for next month, because there's not, March is in my brain, I want to say spring, but also the Green. The green holiday. Do you guys struggle with perimenopause and losing your words? St. Patrick's Day. It's the St. Patrick's Day month. So I don't have any St. Patrick's Day shirts. But maybe we'll stick in the green color scheme for options. I don't know. My brain is churning as I'm speaking to you guys. I don't have a plan. But I know that I will be switching up the designs every month. So if you don't like the options on the decision fatigue board this month, check back next month, and so on and so on. The designs for this month are also available in all of the options. Like, you can click on the decision fatigue listing where you have very little options, but then you can also click on the full listing and you have all of the options available. So if you don't want to be limited, that's fine. But if you're having a hard time making a decision, hopefully this will help you. I think that's it. I think I've rambled enough. I have nothing else to show you guys. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to get those shirts uploaded on the store so that hopefully when you're seeing this, you can go to the store and grab you some of those shirts. Yeah, that's all I got. So I hope you guys have a very magical, stitchy week. And for now, mischief managed. Bye!